What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. And today I have right here the iPad Mini 6, my all-time favorite device, favorite product, tech product that I have been using for nearly 2 years, ever since this was first unveiled. And Apple kind of threw us off guard by releasing the iPad Mini 6. And today I want to discuss with you guys and show you guys what is on my iPad 6, why I absolutely love this device and what I use it for. So without further delay, let's dive right in. Starting with the iPad itself, this is the iPad Mini 6 in purple, 256 gigs. I did pick this up for around $600. I got the student education discount. Retail price for this specific model is $649. If you want to go for the 64 gig configuration, which I don't really personally prefer to get a 64 gig, but if you do, that is $499. I've seen it on sale for $399 before. And one thing that I'm going to do in the future is if iPad Mini 7 does come out, I will be picking up a cellular Model 2. But I love this purple color. I love this configuration. I hope Apple does put higher gigs, like a 512 gig option. That would have been really good. But nonetheless, I still really love the iPad Mini 6. I also do have the Apple Pencil 2nd Gen because, you know, it works really well. It fits really snug right on top of the iPad Mini 6. But here it is, iPad Mini 6. Right off the bat, I'll tell you guys that I use the iPad Mini more in landscape rather than in portrait. Once in a while, like if I'm reading articles on Medium, then I'll go ahead and use it portrait mode. But most of the times I'm watching videos, creating wallpapers, and all that good stuff. So I'm using it landscape. Here is my home screen right here. Absolutely have everything that I need right on the home screen. And then if I swipe to the next screen, I got everything else there too. But let's start off with the wallpaper itself. This is my latest wallpaper pack. It is called Wisp. I'll be leaving a link in the description down below. And I actually make the wallpapers on my iPad Mini with Apple Pencil. And I'll get to that in a little bit, which app I use for that. But right here on the home screen, I typically use weather. Let's add the weather to Rochester right here. So we're gonna add the weather there. I have a weather widget, and it's raining outside right now. And I do have the calendar. I do have FaceTime and camera, just a necessity. Sometimes I like to FaceTime on the iPad Mini. Then right here, I have a widget for Notion. So I actually use Notion quite frequently. So let's actually go here. This is my YouTube video planner. And this actually has been very useful. I've been using it, oh man, probably since before November of 2022. I've been using this ever since, and it has been really well. It's boosted my productivity for the channel because now I can just put in content ideas, and then when I have them ready, I can move them on to scripts and then to the record segment, which this video is actually a part of. Then I work on the thumbnail. Sometimes those two are reversed, and you can reverse it. I'll be leaving a link to this template if you want to try it and use it out. Sometimes I do the thumbnail before the video itself. Then I'll do the editing, the upload, as well as the publish, and that's it. That's really my video planner. Very straightforward, but it gets the job done. Definitely has boosted my productivity. And then right here, I have a bunch of other pages that helps me get work done, like my weekly to-do list, some content ideas for reels and shorts, my subscription tracker, what to do on long-term to-do list and on my free days off, products to review, sponsorship rates, and some goals that I have for 2023. But I'm also working on other Notion templates that I plan on implementing into my workflow. If you want to see an in-depth of how I actually get work done for the channel, like a productivity type of video, let me know in the links down, or let me know in the comments down below. So I really love Notion, absolutely love them, and I'm going to be releasing more templates too, so be sure to stay on the lookout on the community page, on my Twitter, probably on medium.com. If you're not following me on Medium, I do post articles on Medium as well. Then I do have the clock widget right here, App Store. I do have podcasts, Google Maps, because sometimes I do use in the car. I connect it to my iPhone 14 Pro Max hotspot, and I do use it as kind of a GPS sometimes. I do have messages. Obviously, you can't go wrong with YouTube. I mean, it's the most used app on my iPad mini. And then I have settings. I'm just one of those types of people that I have to have settings on my home screen because I'm always going into settings and doing something in there. And then right here, these are my my most recent used apps. Notion, we have an app called Aura. I'm gonna get to that in just a moment. Then we have the weather and the other recent apps right here. But pretty much on the home tray right here, calendar, we have photos, we have Gmail, YouTube Music, Safari, as well as files. And Safari is one of those apps that I use to write my articles on Medium. I use desktop mode, and sometimes if I need to go into YouTube Analytics, then I also use Safari and desktop mode as well. Now moving over, it's very plain and straightforward. Definitely I can change it up some more, but hopefully with iOS 7 or with iPad OS 17, we're gonna get some more customization with iPad, hopefully. So we still have some time for that until WWDC. Moving over, I do have a battery widget for my Apple Pencil and my iPad mini. Then I just have a folder of Apple apps that I don't really use, like not too often on my iPad, but it's there if I ever do need it. Then I have an app or a folder for Google right here. I do have a folder for entertainment, Disney Plus, Pokemon TV, and Amazon Prime. As of right now, I don't have Disney Plus just because I don't have the time to sit down and watch movies extensively. Hopefully when the semester's over and I have more time, I'm gonna go ahead and catch up on those Disney movies that have been released on Disney Plus. I have Amazon Prime Video because I already use Amazon Prime itself. Then for games, I do have Pokemon Unite and Call of Duty. I'll be honest with you, I don't play Pokemon Unite too often, here and there. Like if I really get a spark and say, hey, let me open up the app, I'll play it. But I do play Call of Duty more often. That's like my go-to mobile app. I'll play it on my iPad. I'll play it on my Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. I'll even play it on my iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's my go-to mobile app for gaming. Next, we go to wallpapers. These two apps I love for wallpapers, backdrops, and Unsplash. However, since I've been making my own wallpapers, I've been using them. And honestly, I like using my own wallpapers better. It just gives them more like, this is my device. This is my personality type of thing. And I'm gonna get to in just a moment on which app I use to make my wallpapers. We go to shopping. I have some shopping apps. Typically, I don't really do too much shopping on the iPad mini. I usually do that through actually my phone or on my MacBook Air. Still have the Apple Store, just convenient if I ever do need to pick up something real quick or look for updated deliveries for products and accessories. Then we have Best Buy. Love Best Buy, absolutely. I also used to work there and it was great. Probably one of my greatest times working during those 10 months. Absolutely great. I was a mobile consultant, loved it, loved the team, loved the people I worked with. I just loved the environment. Great environment, and definitely would recommend it. Amazon, obviously, gotta have Amazon, right? Moving on to photo and video. So Amazon Photoshop, I do have it. I'm still learning how to use Photoshop, I'll be honest with you. I'm getting there. Hopefully, I'm gonna invest some more time this year to learn more about Photoshop. I do have the Camera Connect app for Canon, although I switched from Canon to Sony about a year and a half ago, so I don't really use this app too often. Like here and there, like if I have to use my Canon T7i, I'll open it up, but most of the times it's my Sony, and I'm usually just moving everything to my MacBook Air anyway. Lightroom is where I edit my photos, and I am working on some Lightroom presets too, so be sure to stay on the lookout for those as well. Now let's get into Procreate. So this is the app that I use to make my wallpapers. I have so much like just designs. Some of them are actually, out. Some of them I've released, like Nebula. Some of them I'm still working on and I haven't released. I believe this one is a Nebula wallpaper I did not release. Let's go back. And if you want to see me drop this, and if you want to pick this one up, let me know in the comments down below. I don't think I put this one out, this green color specifically, but I use Procreate to create my apps. And while I'm still learning and I'm watching YouTube tutorials on how to use the app, absolutely love it. If you're looking for ways to make wallpapers or digital products, specifically wallpapers, Procreate is the app to do it. And I do have some articles written on Medium about Gumroad, wallpapers, digital products, and all that stuff. So I'll be leaving my Medium profile down in the description below. Procreate, awesome app. And LumaFusion, I edited maybe like one video on it, but I'm still primarily on Final Cut Pro. So I don't need to really worry about it unless like I'm on the go and I really want to edit something quick, maybe if it's a YouTube short or a Instagram reel or whatever, and I don't have my MacBook Air, then I will use LumaFusion. Going over to social, we have Twitter, we have TikTok, we have Buy Me a Coffee, and we have LinkedIn. Now we get to Notability. Notability is actually one of those apps where I like to use to take notes. And I'm gonna just pull it up, bring my notes back out here real quick, and let's open up a new note. So pretty much like, let's say I'm in a meeting or I have to take notes real quickly, I'll pull out Notability and I'll write, okay, so I gotta make a video on the new OnePlus Pad, which is going to come out, which I actually did order, and I'll be making a bunch of videos on that. So OnePlus Pad unboxing and first impressions. Like I'll first write it here and then I'll bring it over to Notion. If it's like a quick thing, if I'm not able to move it over to Notion, or just if I'm in a meeting, I need to take notes, and then I'll kind of clean up the notes afterwards. I did use this for school at one point, but now since all of my classes, they're online, I'm able to just have the lecture up or take notes on a document, and it makes it easier for me to understand what is there. Sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting. It's very sloppy. So there's Notability. If you are a student who is looking to take notes in person in class, Notability is that application you want to try out. Now I do have feedback. This is because I am using a beta version of iPad OS. Okay, Flip Clock is actually one of those clock apps, and there's a bunch of ads in here, but let's say like I just need my iPad to show me the time. There we go. It's right there, it shows me the time. I just place it on my stand and I'm all set to go, and I'll get ready to work and get some work done, whether that's school or editing videos. So there is that. And then I also do have the Aura app on my iPad as well as my iPhone. And I absolutely love Aura. I've been working with them for a while, but I genuinely love using them. So Aura is pretty much, and I'll open it up right here, I'll sign in. Aura is an app, and it's going to identify data brokers that are exposing your information, and they automatically submit opt-out requests on your behalf. And I've been keeping track, and they actually do, and it's really cool. And they also opt you out of junk mail and telemarketing lists, and we get those all the time. We go into our junk mail, we go into our spam, and we see all these like just unnecessary things, and it's great that they opt you out of those. Aura also, it monitors your emails and passwords as long as you give it access to see if they're involved in a data breach and exposed on the dark web. And they do give you recommendations on what to do. And look, not only that, Aura's app right here, it features a VPN. So if you do use VPNs like other VPNs out there, this one already has it. You don't need to worry about those other ones. This one is great. It has a password manager, real-time credit and identity theft monitoring, internet parental controls, and also protects your devices from malware. Absolutely love it. And that's a lot of features going for one app. Personally love it. Personally recommend it. I'll be leaving a link in the description down below. If you go and click on the link to start your free trial, it's a 2-week free trial. It's absolutely great, and you can cancel whenever you'd like. I have some friends who signed up for the 2-week free trial, and they absolutely loved it, and they're still continuing to use it. And I'm going to continue to use mine too, because it's a great app. Good job, Aura. But that's really it for iPad mini 6. entertainment, productivity. I actually get a lot of work done. I also made a YouTube shorts about the iPad mini and how I use it and why I love it. And that got over like 400,000 views on YouTube shorts, my most viewed YouTube short. But one of the reasons there was like the iPad mini, it earns me money, it makes me money. And I just want to clarify that I use this iPad mini for productivity. I make my wallpapers and the wallpapers generates income. I'm writing Medium articles and then those Medium articles generate income. I'm making content about iPad mini and I'm generating income of content based on iPad mini 6. That's how I'm earning revenue from iPad mini. And that can work with any other product you have. Let's say if you have an iPhone 14 Pro, you make content of iPhone 14 Pro, that's going to earn you money. This has earned me a lot. I'll put it that way. Really happy with this purchase. Definitely made my money back real quickly, and I've made much more on top of this. Can't wait for iPad mini 7. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you want to see like a more productive type of video, like productivity wise on iPad mini 6, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to superman the like button, comment down below. Best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot and help push my content out to more people. That's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.